Welcome to Direct 500, order management and e-commerce software for multi-sales channel businesses. Direct 500 built on the Sage Mass 500 ERP platform. In today's presentation, we'll be looking at the marketing analysis capabilities within the Direct 500 product. So let's get started with marketing analysis. Distributors that sell through multiple channels often face challenges in tracking sales, marketing campaigns, and their effectiveness. Direct 500 offers a multiple level source code that tracks how new customers are created and the source of each new order, providing valuable analysis data for the business owner. Integrating source codes with the call center and the e-store provides the business with an effective promotion and analysis toolset. For example, an email blast with integrated source codes and promotions can automatically take the buyer to a special offer on the e-store, complete the shopping cart with the promotion, and place the order in Mass 500 with no interaction from anyone in the call center staff. Now let's take a look at the marketing analysis capabilities inside of Direct 500. Right now I'm at the desktop of Mass 500, and we're going to take a look at the customer screen for Taylor Business Systems. This is the customer we've been using in our other demonstrations. First thing I want to point you towards is the field at the top, RFM score. The recency, frequency, and monetary score really indicates to the business owner who is most likely to buy again. So the higher this score, more likely that this customer will be a repeat buyer. Now we can use that RFM scoring in a lot of promotions that we send out to our customer base. So that really will make our promotions and our marketing a lot more effective. Now, in addition to the RFM score, each customer has an original source code that we're tracking. So this customer originally came through our website source code. Over to the right, we have our demographic fields, and you can have up to 20 demographic fields that you define. You define what they are, and you also define each of the values. Now, the combination of the RFM score, the source code, and the demographic codes can all be integrated into our mail list selection. So let's take a look at the source code first. Source codes are integral throughout the Direct 500 solution. They not only track the original source of customers, but they also track the source of every transaction as it comes into the system. So here we have defined a source code for our January 2008 catalog, and the source allows us to track the offer in effect. So this offer for the January catalog defines the price sheet that Mass 500 will use. It'll define the deal that is available for this source code. For example, spend $300, get a $10 coupon, or any other coupon that we may want to add to the offer. So coupons and promotions are all available criteria, and what we're going to do is produce a mail list or an email list for a Valentine's promotion. So I want to send that out to all of my active customers and all of the contacts in those active customers for people who have an RFM score between, let's just say, 50 and 100. Now I could continue to add any of these other fields, their original source code, postal code ranges, item ranges, products that they have purchased in the past or products they have not purchased in the past, and include that in my selection criteria. But we're going to leave it pretty open now. Just an RFM score between 50 and 100, and let's select our new source code for our Valentine's promotion. And we'll simply say proceed. The database went out, the system went out, analyzed the database, and came back with 22 results. Now I could simply just dump this out to an Excel spreadsheet and send it to a third party to perform criteria, and now go back and do additional criteria and continue to build my mail list. Let's look at Business Insights Explorer. Now this is a tool set that comes directly from Mass 500. This is a base product capability, and what we have done is added our fields to the base Business Insights Explorer view for sales orders. So I'm looking at sales order lines, the standard fields for sales order number, sales order date, warehouse code, item number are all already there. But you'll also notice I've added source code, promotion code, and even auto ship description, and there are a number of other fields that are available in the view as well. But if I'm a marketing analysis person, I want to know how effective have I been in 2010 with my source codes. So I've already put in a selection criteria for the current year. Let's then drag up our source code into this drop area. So I'll drag source code up, and now we have two different source codes that are active this year, and the web has produced 330 items, and I can drill into each one of those. I can see the items they've purchased, the date of the transaction, the quantity, the dollar amounts, etc. So all very easily available. But I want to see a little bit more. I want to see the promotions that people have selected inside each of those source codes. So once again, I can just drag that up, go to the web. I have 5 promotion codes that they have used, and I can drill into any of those and see the detail. So the promotion code for the Leatherman tool inside of the web source code has produced these sales order transactions. Now, a lot of times people want to see data in a lot of different ways. So I can drag and drop this, so I can even rearrange the fields. So I can look at my Leatherman promotion and see how effective it has been in other source codes. Okay. So taking advantage of the base tools from Mass 500 and adding the Direct 500 data set. Now, a lot of our customers like to do a lot more analysis with their data. So what we have done at Direct 500 is added the ClickView product set. So we've taken the base Mass 500 fields and added the Direct 500 capabilities. So let's take a look at what we have. Over to the left are some fields that you can do for selection on customers, items, and things like salesperson or sales territory. And at the bottom, we have added the Direct 500 fields that you're familiar with. So coupons, bundled codes, cross-sell, upsell, promotion codes, source codes, etc. But on the sales analysis tool, we're comparing the sales dollars for 2009 and 2010. And in the bottom right, we're looking at it by salesperson. But I could easily just click on 2008 and add that to the analysis, and now I'm looking at all 3 years. If I wanted to, I could drill into an individual salesperson and see how their activity has progressed across those 3 years as well. Let's go back, look at all 3 sales reps. Now I may want to just drill into an individual month or individual quarter, and I can do that simply by dragging and dropping and drilling into those 3 periods. Now ClickView has updated that across all of the tabs that you see with the green dot. So if I wanted to look at customer performance, I'm now looking at that for 2009, 2010, for January, February, and March. But let's clear that, go back to our original sales analysis tool, and we'll just look at 2009 and 2010. Let's go over to the promotions tab. Once again, looking at 2009 and 10, and now I'm looking at it by the source code. So we're comparing the source code for web for 2009 versus 2010. But I could also change that value, and perhaps now we look at promotions. Or maybe we look at an upsell description, a cross-sell, etc. So Direct 500 has incorporated those fields into the ClickView analysis toolset. Let's go over and look at the territory. So on the territory origin tab, we can look at origin sales, and in this view we're looking at the count by origin type. We can also just drill into the sales, and now we're looking at sales dollars versus the count. So we can do it by origin, and we can do it by territory, and just about any other field that is in the customer master file. But let's look at our top performers, and I want to look at our top performers by customer. So now I've sorted this by our top selling customers. We've been looking at Taylor Business Systems, so I'm just going to highlight that one customer, and we can see that over 2010 it has produced $9,000 worth of sales. But which items has Taylor purchased? Simply click on the item button, and that is now populated just for Taylor Business Systems, and I can drill into any of those items. Scroll through the entire list, and do any other further analysis that I may want to do. So I think what you'll find is that Direct 500 has added a lot of capabilities for marketing analysis for all of our customers, whether they're looking at base mass 500 capabilities or if they wanted to expand that and look into our Direct 500 fields as well. That concludes our presentation for the marketing analysis tool sets from Direct 500. I encourage you to look at our other demonstrations for the call center, for the e-store, and for our fulfillment capabilities. Thank you.